to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. Boys, 58.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And fights him off. Going up top. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Jets take over at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Wilson. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Brooks. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I smell fear in that offense. One fluff. Crunch. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Listen.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the ship. Half. Watch the ship. Watch 6-6. Pull it high.
Gurley. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Kill. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Let's get this.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 39, Allen, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
What? 19. We own now. Hatchet. We're looking for some. Check. What? 22, check. 22. Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert. Check 6 guys.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. You got that right there. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for number 80. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Shit.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Wide. Get wide. Regular. We ain't giving up nothing today. And 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. You better be afraid of me. Chance. Watch out. Middle.
They run. It's Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind. The line
of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Alert! 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 Double up! Double up! He's coming! Double up!
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the outs! Check the outs! All go special! All go special!
From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught here by Bell. But he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 19. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
On third down, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. SOS.
From the gun, it's Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check tight. Alert 3.
Here's Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike. Check 55.
Hey, hold on.
Check 3. Undercrush.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Better drink. You better drink. I'm letting you know right now, you better drink.
Now Wilson. That one complete to Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Check it out, read. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Check 13.
On second down now. Singletary. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Half 85, half 85. Safety creep.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're running with Gurley, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
QB's trash. Let's go. Switch.
Off 52.
Back. He's checking.
Alert!
Crash. Check 24.
Recon, 132 fighter. Slam. Middle.
Now it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get me. Hey.
Greystone, travel.
24. Check 26. Out. Showing it.
Monday.
On second down, Singletary. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Hey, home.
Watch the screen. Check 55 to Mike. Check 50.
Alert!
Let's put him on the buses.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Under 10. Big ass. Alert. 49 the mic, watch 49. Go.
Now Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he fields it cleanly. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 29-yard line.
Jim.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
On 52. Check Mike 33. Watch the curl.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Look at the spin.
Balance.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Check 4. Check 3. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Lucky. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, we got four. Got it. Shit.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Bring out. Bam.
Come on, the ball.
49. What's left? 49.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch it.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight. Charlie, 64, weak.
Check. Check three.
Half.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
We got it. 55's my guy, 55.
Hey, exit.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Again, it's Bell. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Hey, well, Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ja'Kai Polite able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Ja'Kai Polite able to record his 5th sack of the season, and they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Wilson to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Oh, Wilson going to throw. That is caught by Anderson. for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.